Google just hit reset, and if your traffic dropped in December or January, you are probably wondering what you did wrong. And here's the truth: you didn't do necessarily anything wrong. Stay with me. But Google changed who it thinks deserves to rank, and in this video, I'll break down exactly what changed, which sites got hit the hardest, and the step by step recovery framework we use at 0 to 9 marketing for our clients. Let me put some numbers on the table first. E-commerce sites saw 52% impact rate, health content 67, affiliate sites 71. That's not a bug, that's a pattern. And if you are in any of these spaces, you probably felt it. But here's what most people get wrong. They assume Google punished them. Google doesn't punish, Google reassesses. There's a big difference. A penalty says you broke the rules, a reassessment says we changed our standards, and the December 2025 core update was a very aggressive reassessment. The gap between sites that dropped and the sites that didn't even move, that gap tells you everything. Some sites, same niche, same domain age, one dropped 40% and other didn't move at all. Why? That's what this video is about. Section 1: What actually changed? Google didn't introduce a new ranking factor. It recalibrated the weights of existing one. Four things: 1. Relevance to user intent. 2. Depth and usefulness of content. 3. EEAT signals. 4. Overall page and site consistency. This is why sites moved without touching a single page. The page didn't change, the competition around it changed, and suddenly your page didn't deserve position 3 anymore and it deserved position 9. That's it. Section 2: Who won and who lost? Let me be specific. Sites that gained visibility shared a few traits. Brand led publishers who consistently owned their topic, e commerce sites with real first hand product insights, comparisons, use cases, FAQs from real customers, service businesses with experienced backed guides. What do they all have in common? Fewer pages, but better pages, not more content, better content. Now, the sites that dropped, the thin affiliate sites built on template, scaled programmatic SEO with no differentiation, and AI generated content with no human editorial layer. Pages trying to rank for two or three conflicting intent at once. Here's something interesting. Within the same niche, we saw both winners and losers. It wasn't about being in the right industry, it was about execution quality. Section 3: How to check if you were actually hit. Before you make any changes, confirm that you were actually hit by this update, not by a seasonal dip, not by a tracking error. Step 1: Pull Google Search Console. Compare three windows: 4 to 6 weeks before the update, during the rollout, and 2 to 3 weeks after stabilization. If your drop started before December or after January, this may not be a core update issue at all. Step 2: Was it site wide or page level? Site wide drop usually means authority or trust problem. Page level drop usually mean intent mismatch or outdated content. Step 3: Don't track individual keywords, track impression, clicks, and query groups. A single keyword moving from position 4 to 7 is not a crisis, it's a fluctuation. Step 4: Look for false positives. Check for indexing issues, check if you made any site changes during the rollout, and check your analytics setup. Many core update hits are actually self inflicted. Step 5, and this one is underrated: look at what stayed stable, the pages that didn't move. That's your recovery blueprint. They show you exactly what Google trusts on your site. Section 4: What happened to our client side? Let me show you this with a real example. We managed MSOfficeGeek.com. Every year between mid December and mid January, they see a seasonal traffic dip every single year. This December, the dip coincided with the core update rollout. Easy to panic, easy to assume the worst, but when we looked at the data, no sudden site wide drops. Minor keyword reshuffling, within existing ranges, stable impressions across their primary topic clusters, and 4 pages drop in rankings. That's it. And you know what we did? Nothing. We didn't touch anything because the site had been built the right way: clear intent mapping, strong topical depth, consistent internal linking. We have been through the 2021 update and the 2024 update with this client. In 2021, they dropped 35%. We identified the root cause: intent dilution across similar pages, over expansion into loosely related topics, and content updates that changed words but not value. We fixed it through consolidation and clarity, not through overhauls. And that foundation is what protected them in December 2025. Section 5, the recovery framework. Alright, now let's talk about what to actually do. This is the framework we use at 0 to 9 marketing, and it's the same one that's helped our clients stay stable across multiple core updates. Step 1, search intent and SERP reality research. Don't optimize for what you think the page should be, optimize it for what Google is actually ranking. Look at the dominant SERP format. Are the top results guides, comparisons, FAQs? Is there an AI overview and a people also ask section? Match the format to that intent. And if the SERP wants depth, a 500-word page won't cut it. And if the SERP wants quick clarity, a 400-word guide will underperform. Step 2, competitor and authority gap analysis. Your competitors aren't just ranking because of backlinks, they are ranking because they demonstrate experience. Look at the depth of their coverage. Look for real examples, data, screenshots, outcomes. Look at how often they update. Find the gaps they are not filling. That's where you go. Step 3, EEAT. I mean real EEAT, not a checklist, not an author bio you pasted in, real first hand insights embedded in the content. Clear authorship and accountability, updated references, and no generic AI style filler phrasing. EEAT is how content feel, not how it's labeled. Step 4, content structure that survives updates. Clear H1 to H3 hierarchy, answer first sections, put the answer at the top and then explain. Short paragraph, scannable layout, and logical progression of ideas. Structure affects both users and algorithms. Step 5, internal linking done right. Internal links distribute trust. Link your ranking pages into new content, remove orphan pages that aren't serving a purpose, and use contextual anchors that reflect the intent of the destination page, and reinforce topical clusters. Step 6, external links and trust signals. Linking out to authoritative sources signals confidence and transparency. It's not leakage, it's credibility. Section 6, UX and engagement and core web vitals. One more thing most people overlook: content quality drove most of the ranking shifts, but user experience acted as a tiebreaker. When two pages are equally relevant and the one that's easier to read and navigate wins. What we saw matter most is clear page layout and visual hierarchy, readable fonts and spacing, minimal intrusive pop-ups and aggressive CTAs, fast access to the primary answer. Pages that buried the answer under a long intro, they struggled. On core web vitals, they are a hygiene factor, not a recovery level. Fix poor CVW, but don't expect that alone to reverse your losses. Engagement signals that correlated with stability, dwell time, scroll depth, low pogo sticking, pages that satisfied intent early and expanded logically performed better during reassessment. Section 7, how long does recovery take? Let's be honest about timelines. Recovery is rarely immediate. Short term fluctuations, days to 2 weeks. Normal reshuffling, don't panic. Early stabilization, 2 to 6 weeks, and sites aligned with intent offer recover here without any changes. Meaningful recovery, 1 to 3 months. If you made real improvements, this is when you see them. Full reassessment, 3 to 6 months, or sometimes the next core update. The fastest recoveries we have seen came from sites that diagnosed accurately, improved deliberately, and waited. Recovery is a process, not an event. Section 8, Mistakes that kill recovery. Let me save you from the biggest mistakes. Mistake 1, making changes during the rollout. The update takes days to weeks to complete. If you start editing pages while it's still rolling out, you are introducing variables you can't measure. Sites that would have recovered naturally often delay that recovery by touching things too early. Mistake 2, deleting or non indexing content too fast. A ranking drop is not a death sentence. Pages that need clarity get deleted instead of fixed. Many of those pages would have recovered with the right update. Mistake 3, over optimizing for the update. Forced keyword stuffing, fake EEAT signals, and unnatural internal linking patterns. Core updates reward sustained usefulness, not reactive optimization. Mistake 4, copying competitors without understanding why they rank. Their authority, brand trust, and historical engagement took years to build. You can't replicate that by copying their structure. Mistake 5, ignoring your stable pages. The pages that didn't move. They are the most important pages on your site right now. Study them, replicate their structure, and they are the signal. Get the content right first, then worry about your page speed score. Let me give you some context on what we have seen with our clients and our own site. 0 to 9 marketing got 50 referrals from Google and 11 from ChatGPT last month. Organic, not paid, just content that's built right. Across 50 plus brands we have worked with, 40% average traffic increase within 6 months and 150% increase in AI citations within 6 months. These aren't outliers, these are the result of a system, and that system is what keeps sites stable when Google updates. If you are watching this and your site was hit, don't make moves out of panic. Diagnose first, fix what actually needs fixing, and give it time. If you want us to look at your site specifically, not generic advice and not a template audit, a real data backed breakdown of what to fix and what to leave alone, DM the word audit or click the link in the description and we'll take a look and tell you exactly where you stand. That's it. See you in the next one. Let's make your brand impossible to ignore.